Today's December 10th, 2013. I just wanted to go over something real quick. I'm leaving court here in Columbus, Georgia. I had driven my mother's car to Atlanta, I guess last month sometime, and returning home, I actually drove back from North Atlanta, which is about a 2.5 hour drive. Got within a block from my house, and the officer was profiling. And I guess being that I was in a BMW or whatever, he just wanted to run my tag. So he ran my tag. I didn't run a stop sign. I didn't, I didn't do anything to break the law. He just profiled, what they say, their profile. They get out there and basically they're bored. They don't want to get out there and deal with the real criminals. They just want to keep bringing money in the system. All this is it's like the whole medical thing. It's money, 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 money. I explained to the officer that I had insurance and everything. I gave him all that. Well, the officer returned to the car and told me that the insurance was active, but it has lapsed. Wrote me a ticket. Long story short, today I pleaded to the judge. I told him I was guilty with what I felt was a pretty strong explanation, and I explained to him a little bit what I'd been going through, and that I did purchase the insurance on the car shortly after. I was unaware that it had lapsed, and it was all part of me taking. It was actually my mother's car. I was taking over what I've been dealing with my mom, taking care of her. This is one of the things I didn't know. I was under the impression she had a 6-month premium. I did not know it had lapsed. The judge was a complete asshole. He didn't care to hear anything. He didn't want to hear anything. Basically threatened me if this happens again, nobody would be able to save me, and I don't know what the hell that meant. I guess he's just on his little pedestal up there, and he thinks he's very intimidating. Of course, they do have pull. They can do whatever they want to do with you. It's a scary thing. These judges can do whatever they want to do, and it's scary. The reason I'm doing this little document right here because I actually stood in front of a judge today, and I know in due time I'm going to be standing in front of another judge dealing with all these things I'm going on with my mother, and it's just a lack of compassion that these people have. They're like robots. It's money, money, money. They don't care as long as they get you to go to the back and pay the bill. The amount that I had to pay was originally $463, I believe, and he dropped it to $419. So it was kind of pointless for me to even come down here. I had to take time off work. I had to get up extremely early. I could have done so much. I could just come down here and paid it last week and didn't have to stand there and be insulted by some old man that didn't like his job, that's ready to retire, and that just wanted to be rude to everybody and wanted to put me in the same class as real criminals. I don't appreciate it. It didn't make me feel good. I don't too much care about the whole court system. I don't believe it's in favor of people. There are people out there who really truly make real mistakes with really strong explanations, and I could have pled not guilty, and he probably would have wanted to insult me more. And when I say insult, just by speaking down to me, I don't like being spoken down to by anybody. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're a judge. I don't care if you're the president. Okay? You're a human, man. You're human just like me. You get up, you put your pants on, you go to work. Okay? You don't speak down to people. It's sad. It's pathetic. You're on an ego trip, and you will have to answer to that one day. Okay? I don't even like the name judge. I don't even like it. I don't think anybody that plant their feet on the ground should have the right to judge. It's ridiculous. I don't care. You should never have the right to judge. Unfortunately, the legal system, we have to be judged, and it's all part of the crooked government. It's all part of them wanting to just get money. And, it comes in handy a lot of times because there are crimes that are committed, really murder, robbery, rape, all that kind of stuff. People need to be punished for that, and I understand that. But when you have normal everyday things like traffic tickets, and you have bored-ass cops out here that don't want to get in a drive-through of a donut shop because the line's so backed up that they get bored and they just want to go do something real quick, or they want to meet their quota for the month, so they want to just get out here and profile your tag, just ride up behind you and profile your tag, which I believe strongly strongly believe is a violation of your Fourth or Fifth Amendment right. They tell you it's open for the public to see, but let me tell you something. What are they going to do if you cover it up? I mean, okay, why don't we pass a law where we can cover our tag up? You know, pull us over if we're speeding. If you see us, you know, flicking some marijuana out the window or throwing beer bottles out the window. You know, if we're driving the speed limit and we're cool, calm, collect, you shouldn't pull us over. Okay, there's women out there being raped while you're sitting your ass behind a tree at 1 a.m. in the morning in the north side of town, pulling a man over for no reason at all, just because you ain't got nothing to do. The officer lied in court. The officer told the judge that I didn't provide him proof of insurance, and then he turned around and said he didn't provide me proof of insurance, Your Honor, so I called Progressive. Well, how the hell did you know to call Progressive? Okay? I gave you the insurance card that said Progressive. That's how you got the phone number, you dumbass. Okay? It's ridiculous. I'm getting ready to call the doctor that I went to see yesterday to give you a little bit of insight on that to follow up. I walked in there, I spoke with his secretary, and I couldn't speak with him. He was supposed to call me back yesterday. He never called me back. I'm going to have to go by there this morning. I'm going to have to beat his door down. I'm having a lot of issues with some things I'm thinking about with my mother. I'm really missing my mom, and I'm concerned about her health, and there's a lot going on with her health, and a lot of us, you know, they're dealing with her addiction in the facility she is, and I was under the impression they were going to be dealing with the health issues too, doing labs and things of that nature, and they're not communicating that kind of stuff to me well, and from what I'm getting from her counselor is my mom is doing the same thing up there she was doing down here, and they're having a sitter sit with her. They say they have to have a sitter with her because she's telling them she doesn't want to live, and I had to pay out of pocket for that. Okay, I don't have any money. I just spent $417 that I had put away in a book. The name of the book is called It's Your Time by Joel Osteen. And the book, I was actually planning side money in there, hoping it would grow for my children's Christmas. So guess what, Your Honor? You just took my kids' Christmas from them, you know. But it's okay. I'll find a way, and I'll get through it. And you know, it's just how it goes. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna moan and groan. It is what it is. It didn't disappoint me. My dad always said never have expectations. You know, they only set you up for disappointments. I'm going back and forth with my mom. I got to talk with this particular doctor. I want to start giving you some insight on my life a little bit, so I'm going to start doing a few videos of my fiance and the house and the kids, and let you know what's going on around us. And you know, my heart's laying a little heavy today, and I'm mad, but I'm hurt because they just took my children's Christmas money, and there's nothing I can do about it. You know, there's nothing I can do about it. I told the judge that I was leaving Emory Hospital in Atlanta. I was driving home. You know, told him it was my mother's car. I was honest to God unaware that her insurance had lapsed. It was still active. I wasn't speeding. I wasn't doing anything wrong. This officer just stripped my kids of their Christmas, and so did this judge. And it's a pretty sad thing. Let me tell you, Columbus, Georgia is a terrible, terrible city. It's the buddy system. I have my lawyer. My lawyers are from Columbus. Still haven't heard from them if they're going to take the case or not. They're going back and forth with me. And, you know, I have a lot of trust issues with a lot of people right now. But I ask that you just listen to what I'm saying and take it to heart. And just pray and hope and know that I'm going to fight to the end. And my only concern now is somehow trying to figure out a way to get money and to take care of my family and to take care of my mom. And that's what I want to do, and that's what I strive to do every day. And I strive with no help at all. And I'm fighting hard. You know, I don't do anything for myself. I don't have any kind of excitement going on in my life. Neither does my fiance Heather. We're both parents. We have 4 children, 4 boys that are our everything. And my mom, who is our everything. So hopefully I can get in touch with the doctor this morning and just kind of, drop the ball and say, hey, listen, tell me what's wrong with my mom, what you found, so we can go ahead and get treatment started, and I can call the doctors at Willing Way, or you can call them and we can get it going. Anyway, I just wanted to give you a little bit of insight on what I just went through in the courtroom. It's a freaking joke. You walk in these places, you got men standing around with freaking porn stashes. You empty your pockets, sir? Could you, and it's all good, because I know you get some bad people in court, that want to try and do stupid stuff. And to be honest, I don't know even about bad people. I think there's a lot of good people that try to sneak stuff in court simply to get back at the man that murdered their daughter or raped their daughter. But of course, they're going to protect them kind of people. We're in a messed up place, and people have strayed so far from the Bible. I'm not trying to be religious, but let me tell you, I'm a God-fearing man. I'm not afraid to die, but I fear God. I told you on the video before, I'm not perfect. I do sin. I cuss when I get really mad. I say curse words. That's all I do. I got a heart full of gold, a mouth full of nails, and that's me. And I have no other way to express my anger. So I will throw some cuss words out there. I feel conviction when I do it, but it is what it is. I'm real. And people, you better wake up, because this is just the beginning. This government is going to control every move you make. They're going to know where every dollar you spend goes. They're going to know where you received every dollar. They're going to know every single thing you do, all the way down to every location you've been, everything. And, but who cares? If you're not doing anything wrong, what's it matter, right? Okay, well, why don't we just let everybody out of prison and just call America prison? Because that's what you're doing. Y'all going to have us, the government's going to have, we're all in prison. Don't think you're not in prison because you're not behind bars. So I'm a little ticked off about that. They just took that money from my children, and I was hoping, I was swinging for the fence, and I didn't even get past home plate. So it is what it is, and I'll catch you up when I speak with the doctor on my mother's condition.